People do not trust ads. What's up? I am Erik J. Olson. What do I mean by people don't trust ads? When you go on Google, let me ask you a question. When you go on Google and you search for something, the top 3 or so listings are ads. How often do you click on one of those ads? Or if you're like most people, you will skip over the ads and you'll look at the quote organic listings. Now, I'm guessing, actually, I don't even need to guess. I know that you skip over the ads the majority of the time, the vast majority of the time, because you're just like everyone else. You're just like me as well. We know the data. You skip over the ads. Now, granted, Google serves a whole lot of queries every single day. It's 5 point something billion. Google searches per day. I'm searching it right now. It's 5.6 billion searches per day. So even though the majority of people skip over the ads, they serve so many search results that people click on the ads. All right. So people do click on the ads. Don't get me wrong. People click on the ads, but they don't, by the majority of them, they do not click on the ads. Now, why is that? Why do you think that is? Why do you think most people skip over the ads? Now, for me, I'll speak from my own personal experience. If I do a search in Google, ads always come up. They almost always come up. That ad has to be a perfect fit for me. So not only does the ad need to say in the headline exactly what I typed in, and I mean exactly. If there's any variation, I'll probably skip right over it. Number one, it has to say exactly what I typed in. Number two, I have to believe the ad. I just don't trust ads. Most people don't trust ads. Why? Because it's an ad. You know that someone is paying to get that spot on number 1, 2, or 3 in Google, and you just don't trust it. We have been conditioned over our lifetimes to not trust ads. Now, why am I saying this? I run a digital marketing agency that runs advertising. It's true. I will run ads for you, but I know that people don't trust them. What do they trust? People trust the organic results that come out of Google. All right. So if you think about 0 to 100, and if you're listening instead of watching me, I've got my hands up in the air. 0's at the bottom, 100 at the top. That's your trust factor. Now, referrals that you get from people are high trust, 90 to 100% trust level, right? You get a referral from someone that you trust that referral, and you will likely go with the company they referred. Very high. You start to go down a little bit as you get away from a referral. Now, what's next? Now, within the realm of digital marketing, at least for us, there's websites, there's SEO, there's online advertising, and there's social media. What's next? Next down from that is what comes back from Google, the organic listings. Now, that is a combination of SEO and websites. The next highest trust level from getting a referral in your ear from a friend is your company's website and organic, non-paid Google results. People trust that. Why do they trust that the most? They trust that the most because everybody at this point believes that Google knows how to serve up the right search results. And they also know that Google pulls from lots of different sources and reviews and uses that to serve up the best search results, the highest trust search results possible and available. It's a referral engine on steroids. That's what Google is. If you are a low trust website, you will not make it to the homepage, to the first page of Google search results. You just won't. You have to be high trust. People know this at this point. And by the way, when it comes to search engine optimization, Google's the only game in town. Yeah, there's this other search engine called Bing. There's probably others. Google is the only thing that matters these days. So people trust referrals. They trust web/SEO results that come back in organic search results. What's after that? Well, we believe at Array Digital that what comes after that is social media. Now, here's why. Now, you control what you put out on social media, but social media has other people that can comment on it. So if you are a shitty company, but you put out a social media post saying that you're awesome, people will chime in saying, no, you're shitty. You cannot get away with that on social media. So for that reason, because of the crowdsourcing of opinions, people do trust social media. Not as much as Google and organic results, but they do trust it. At the bottom of the stack, now I'm not saying it's a zero, but less than social media is advertising because anybody can pay for that ad, including that shitty company that said they were awesome. They can put up an ad that says, I'm awesome or we're awesome, right? And no one can really chime in on that. It's just an ad that shows up. It's always going to show up because they pay for it. You pay for that position, and people realize that there's not crowdsourcing going on there. It's pay to play. The person or the company with the most money in that particular area of marketing and advertising, just running an ad, wins. I mean, if I had unlimited money, I could have positions 1, 2, and 3 for various websites, all for digital marketing. I could dominate search and I could have terrible customer service, but I could still advertise that I'm awesome and no one would really be able to do anything about it. People know that. They're smart enough. They get it. So from a trust factor, it's referrals, no doubt about it. Then it's SEO on websites, then it's social media, and then it's ads. People don't trust ads, but you should run ads. Now, I say that because you want to dominate positions, as many positions as possible in Google. There are a lot of products in Google. There's ads, there's local services ads, and then there's also just the local organic results, the 3-pack, and then there's organic below that. You want to show up as many places as possible. So imagine if you ran an ad, you show up there. You show up in the LSAs, the local services ads. You show up in the local results, and you show up in organic. You can show up in 4 places. So I do believe that ads have a place, but I do not believe that they are the primary place. And at Array Digital, we don't believe that either. Website, when it comes to digital marketing, websites and SEO trump because they have a higher trust factor than advertising. Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1 Million Journey: How to Launch a 7-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1 million business. It took me 8 years and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you can apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1 Million Journey by me, Erik J. Olson.